Today I'll start with the story The Little Match Girl, written by Hans Christian Andersen. He was a Danish writer well known for his short stories where the protagonists were mainly little children. In this story also, we come across an unnamed little girl as the protagonist, who is basically referred to as the little match girl because she sells matchboxes out in the streets. Themes. The story deals with the theme of class differentiation. The story portrays a very realistic and crude view of the society in the Victorian era. Soon after the Industrial Revolution, there evolved a middle class in the Victorian society. The upper class used to enjoy all the luxuries. The middle class people were employed in factories, but because there was rise in the price of items, they had to involve maximum members of the family to work so that they could earn and also feed all the mouth. The lower class suffered of poverty. They used to starve. They led a very miserable life. In the Victorian era, the children were regarded as miniature adults. They did not enjoy their childhood, who were used for cheap labor because begging was illegal in the Victorian society. So they used to sell small items as a front for their actual begging. Second theme is faith and hope. The little girl keeps faith and hope in God, and she feels that she'll be able to overcome all the difficulties of her life. She sees a number of visions when she lights the matchsticks. As I'll explain you the story, you will come to know about it in details. But in one of her visions, when she starts to imagine a number of things, she imagines her dead grandmother and she requests her grandmother to take her to heaven because she has the faith in God that God will keep her safe and happy, will give her a better life than compared to the life that she is living here on earth. So it's the faith and hope that she has in God that she is able to pull through all the difficulties. I'll tell you the plot of the story in points quickly before I start with the story. A poor little girl was sent by her father to sell matches on a cold New Year's Eve when people were celebrating. This little girl was sent out in the streets in the snow, bareheaded and barefooted, to sell matches. Unable to sell any matches, she sits near a wall. She did not go back home. She sits near a wall. She lights her matches to keep herself warm. We light candles to dispel of the darkness, and also it gives us warmth. So the little match gives her warmth, but also she sees beautiful visions. So the little match is able to give her another world, a beautiful world where she starts to imagine beautiful things. In her first vision, she sees a great iron stove. She lacked warmth in her life, so she sees iron stove. In her second vision, she sees a feast with roasted goose. Tells us how badly she was starving, that she imagines a great feast with roasted goose. In her third vision, she sees a huge Christmas tree. Tells us about her faith and hope in God, and also the joy in her heart. In her fourth vision, she sees her dead grandmother. As we read the story, you will see that she was the only lady who used to love the little girl. She embraces her grandmother who carries her off to heaven. Next morning, her frozen dead body is found. So the story ends with a very sad note where the little girl dies, and also in a very optimistic manner because she is free from all her sufferings. Let's read the story. It was bitterly cold, snow was falling, and darkness was gathering, for it was the last evening of the old year. It was New Year's Eve. Cold itself gives us a negative feeling. People were enjoying. It was New Year's Eve. It was the 31st of December. In the cold and gloom, a poor little girl walked bareheaded and barefoot through the streets. She had been wearing slippers, it is true, when she left home. So first the author tells that she was barefoot, but then he tells us that she had been wearing slippers, that is true, when she left home, but what good were they? They had been her mother's, so naturally it was oversized. So you can imagine how big they were. The little girl had lost them as she ran across the street to escape from two carriages that were being driven terribly fast. So shows us the crude society where the carriages does not care for a little girl who was standing there on the streets and drove terribly fast. So to escape from an accident, she lost one of the slippers. One slipper could not be found, and a boy had run off with the other, saying that it would come in handy as a cradle someday when he had children of his own. Shows another crude side of the society, that this boy carries off another slipper that belonged to the girl, imagining that when his child is born, he will be giving the child a cradle, ignoring the childhood of this little girl, ignoring the warmth, the discomfort that the little girl is undergoing. So the little girl walked about the streets on her naked feet with her red and blue naked feet, which were red and blue with cold. In her old apron she carried a great many matches, and she had a packet of them in her hand as well. Nobody had bought them from her, and no one had given her a single penny all day. She had not earned. She crept along shivering and hungry, the picture of misery. Poor little thing. The author sympathizes with the condition of the little girl. If you have any doubt regarding this portion, please use the comments section. I'll explain you the story, the later part, in the next video.